Gunfire and explosions rocked Lebanon's Ain al-Khilwa refugee camp for the fourth day in a row.
These fell on my house. They were fired by the terrorists, the soldiers of Levant, the infidels, murderers, and criminals.
Violent clashes erupted over the weekend between rival Palestinian factions, shattering large parts of the Palestinian camp in the coastal city of Sidon. Despite a ceasefire agreement in place, the UN says at least 11 people have been killed in the fighting and dozens more injured. Hundreds were forced to flee their homes.
People are gathering in the streets now. There is no shelter for them, no safe place. I hope that the NGOs, Palestinians and others, will provide temporary shelter for these people.
Fighting began on Saturday after a Fatah member shot at Islamist militants in an attempt to settle old scores. This set off a cascade of reprisal attacks, including the killing of Fatah commander Abu Ashraf el-Armouchi, who heads the Palestinian security forces in the camp. He and his 4 aides were ambushed in a parking lot.
This heinous crime doesn't benefit anyone but the enemy, and that is the Zionists, because they are the primary and only beneficiary. Abu Ashraf al-Armouchi was killed because he protected the Ain al-Khilwa from the infidels and terrorists.
Our people have endured significant injustice as many of their homes were torched and their cars were destroyed. The Lebanese army should protect us and intervene to resolve this issue.
But the Lebanese military is prohibited from entering the Palestinian camps under a 1969 accord and simply deployed its forces around it. Security is handled by a joint committee of all Palestinian factions, making the notorious camp the scene of regular violence between rival factions vying for influence and power. Days before the clashes broke out, the PA's head of intelligence, Majid Faraj, reportedly visited Lebanon and called on authorities there to disarm the camp. But in the absence of law and order, chaos continues to rule Lebanon's largest refugee camp.